You jump and press the circle button.
That's right, if you didn't know already, the brand new Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch has been revealed in an amazing trailer for the brand new games Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. You guys might not know because I don't talk about it that much, but I'm a huge Pokemon fan and have been for years. Now recently I have gotten out of the series a little bit just because I thought the formula and overall gameplay of the series got a little bit stale, but this is drawing me back in. Now even though I didn't grow up with it like many people, I do prefer Gen 1 over any other generation, and for that I say it's because of simplicity and the amount of Pokemon that are in that generation. When Gen 1 was being made, Game Freak had a lot of great and fresh new ideas for Pokemon and the game in general, and it really shows through Pokemon Red and Blue, my two favorite Pokemon games thus far. So the fact that they decided to go with the Gen 1, I think first of all was just a good decision in general, and I'm very happy because it was my favorite generation. I really think when it comes to bringing Pokemon to this whole new level on a much more powerful console, and they're going to be doing a lot of new stuff with it, not to throw a bunch of Pokemon at us. There's like over 600 now, and it would be crazy to have all of that in this game. I'm not saying it would be terrible because, you know, a big game, a lot of Pokemon could make sense, but with this simple jump, I really think a remake, and that's kind of what they're going for, is the best way to do it. Now definitely as more Pokemon games are made for the Switch, I would love to see them expand and add more Pokemon and catch up with the current generation, but for now I'm glad that they're doing this. They're showing what the Switch can do and what a Pokemon game can be like on a home console. Now the titles for the games Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are kind of interesting because they're unlike any Pokemon title we've received, at least in the main series. It's always been a main color of some sort, and we've always really stuck with that, even though we've branched off a little bit. We got Sun and Moon and Diamond and Pearl. It's sort of the same idea all around. Now I don't have a problem with it, and I'm actually surprised that they stuck with the 2-game deal. I thought for Pokemon for the Switch we would just get one game, and it really makes sense considering the Switch is a much more expensive console and the games would be more expensive. I'm guessing this would be around $60 like all the other games, but I guess who knows. And it is pretty cool that it is going to be centered around 2 different Pokemon for the 2 different versions. I'm kind of surprised that they threw Eevee in there, although even though Eevee's really popular, you know, you have Pikachu and then Eevee. It seems like a weird transition between the two. I really like Eevee, but I think I'm going to stick with Pikachu on this one. That's just my personal preference. Tell me guys which one you're going to get in the comments. Feel free to do that. I'd love to know. Now I'm kind of relieved with how the game is going to play. It's going to be a traditional Pokemon game, and that's great. That's what I wanted from the very start, and I was hoping that's what they would stick with. I know they said it was going to be like an RPG sort of game, and that it was going to be similar to the original or main series Pokemon games, but you never really knew what Nintendo was going to throw at us. I really wanted a traditional Pokemon game to take on the go, and they delivered. I'm happy with that. And there's not too much to say about the gameplay because it's your traditional Pokemon game, and it's playing a lot like how Sun and Moon did, just on a more powerful console, so obviously the graphics are better, and it's going to look much nicer and cleaner. The biggest thing they really threw at us was multiplayer, which that's going to be pretty interesting how that turns out. You can play with one other person at the same time, which is very interesting and something we haven't really ever seen before. At least that's true in main series Pokemon games, but we're on a much more powerful console now, and they really can do whatever they want with this. They don't have the limitations of a regular handheld. Yes, the Switch is a handheld, but it's also a home console, and it's much more powerful than the 3DS ever was. When initially watching the trailer, I really thought it was going to be another Pokemon Red and Blue remake. Obviously, that's not 100% the case because the titles are obviously Pikachu and Eevee related, but I really think that's what they're going for. I'm pretty sure we only saw Gen 1 Pokemon in this trailer, and that's probably all that we're going to see in the game. I really think they're just showing us what a Pokemon game can look like on the Switch. They want to make it as simple as possible and allow anybody to jump into it, and then probably after this game, we're going to receive more games in the main series of Pokemon, so they'll be throwing new things at us. They'll add all of the Pokemon in there that have been before, and it's going to continue where Sun and Moon left off. Now, another feature that they threw at us that is very new is the Pokeball aspect, or the Pokeball controller. You can actually play the game with a Pokeball, and it looks like the little snap in the middle is going to be how you control everything. I really don't know how that's going to work. And then after you catch a certain Pokemon, I guess you can assign that Pokemon to the Pokeball, and then you can go around and carry around the Pokeball, and it's like the Pokemon is in there, because if you like rub it or roll it around and stuff, the Pokemon will make noises. It's pretty cool. It adds a little bit of realism to Pokemon, like when you catch the Pokemon in the game, sort of like in Pokemon Go, you just carry them around wherever you are. I really like that, but I mean, I don't obviously see myself using it all that much, but it is still something really cool that I'm kind of surprised has never really been done before, although I don't know if they really could have with the technical limitations, but it's here now and it's pretty cool. I'll make a video in the future really going into detail what I saw here and my thoughts, but I wanted to give my initial thoughts and reaction because the trailer just dropped and I'm very excited about it. Wanted to get this out and also let you guys know that there is a trailer out there and that the game is coming to the Switch. So if you haven't even checked out the trailer, I don't know what you're doing here. Take the link below and definitely go watch it right now. But like I said, that is all for today. I hope you all did enjoy and that you're psyched for this game. Definitely tell me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below and all the topics that I did bring up in this video. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.